One of his big stories is the PTSD storyline. I mean, how much research did you do? Did you do research, and how serious does it get?
I did. Actually, I have a really good friend of mine. Her father has PTSD, and we went to acting school together, and I didn't actually have any understanding that he had PTSD until about 2 years ago. So it was kind of astounding to me to be able to know somebody for so long and see a very, what I guess they would call like a low level of PTSD. And then I would reflect back on certain moments where I would see him get worked up or kind of like work into a frenzy, and I just thought that was kind of his sort of charm when he was telling a story. But I can see how it was sort of more of based on his, detachment, or trying to detach from what happened over there. And then I did a bunch of research online, but it really didn't click until the writers called me one day. They had a vet actually come in, and he basically told his whole story, and it was a huge help because it gave me a nice scope of where he is right now, where he has been before he was really diagnosed with PTSD, and where he was at his height when he was going out, getting liquored up, and looking for fights just so someone would beat the hurt out of him, which is one of the quotes in which he said. And it was just like, wow, it's completely different reading it than hearing it and feeling it. And then I got to ask him quite a few questions, that were more on the personal side, just to try to get into the flow a little bit more. But it's interesting because from a comedic standpoint, we can't really go all the way over there, but it's going to be nice to see the falls and then watching him rise again. Luckily, when we start the pilot, he's on a good trajectory.
Has he crashed at all? Has his progress at least declined a little bit?
There has been a little bit of a crash. I'm anticipating, with the way things are going, that there probably will be something that takes us a little bit further, and then hopefully something will bring us back towards the light.
Is Jimmy sympathetic to that, or does he kind of have a little bit less sympathy than a friend might hope?
He has no sympathy at all. I think there's actually one point where he calls my uniform a costume.
Oh, fun.
So.
I'm sure that goes over well.
Oh yeah, I love that. I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't love that?
Yeah.